The time and the day is right. The revolution will begin this Saturday night.
Well, we get ready now to start the money quarter. It is 22-16, Ohio State with the lead. And Troy Smith with a 2nd down and 10 here. In that old familiar power I formation. Ginn comes through in motion. Gonna do the end around with Ginn. Skips, nothing doing, slips free, hangs onto the football as he goes down. Well, what surprises you about the night here, Gary?
Really nothing. You know, I thought Ohio State linebackers would be able to match up pretty well. I thought Vince Young was a great football player. I thought Texas might struggle a bit at wide receiver. I mean, everybody's played about as advertised. Been a great football game.
Yes, it has indeed. And, you know, you would hope that we'd have more games like this. The problem is that it's so tough for these big schools when they lose a game to battle their way back into the BCS territory. That's preventing some of the early season matchups. There will be a rematch in Austin next year of these two. There's Troy dancing across midfield, but didn't get a first down on it. As Brian Arakipo, number 98, there for the Horns. Fourth down and 7, so the Horns figure to get it back here early in the 4th quarter.
Thought Jim Tressel there played a little bit of ball position, field position game right there. 3rd and long, he didn't want to make a big mistake. His defense is playing well. He said, let's punt it down there, see if they can go all the way on us. There's no way he was going to run a quarterback draw for a first down there.
Paso punted again. Low, picks it up, got a good pair of hands. And a fair catch at the 10-yard line. Well, Vince Young, let's take a little bit of a closer look at the Texas star.
My favorite TV show is Martin Lawrence because he's crazy. My favorite place to eat in Texas is Papa Do's seafood. I love seafood. My favorite movie is Gladiator because it gets me pumped up for the game.
When he hears that noise out there, he's thinking that maybe some of the Lions are around.
Well,
he got to be a gladiator now.
If they asked the crowd, they'd all go thumbs down. They would want him to go for the kill, Ohio State. But I don't know if they're going to get him.
He's all alone back there. He's got wideouts galore. Texas is going to start to put it up. Incomplete, and a big hit that time. That was Whitner again.
It looked like, I couldn't tell exactly, but it looked to me, I was watching it with my eyes up here, that he bobbled the snap a little bit, and that's why he was late with the snap. I don't know if he ever had a good grip on the ball. Shotgun snap, let's see if he does. Yes, he did bobble it just a little bit. He threw it under Kudla on that play. Was that something?
Second down and 10. A.J. Hawk walks out on a wide out. It's Taylor. He was coming in to clean up. A.J. Hawk joined Whitner. One of the beauties of having a linebacker like A.J. Hawk is you can walk him out on some of those receivers. He moves so well.
A.J. Hawk, smart football player, tough football player. He reads things extremely well, runs right through those blocks. And Dante Whitner has had a tremendous football game.
Two excellent safeties. Listen to this crowd. 3rd and 12. Three down. Hit on the release. Got it for a first down. And Carter is the wide receiver on that side. Vince took a licking and threw for the first down. A big-time play by pitcher and catcher. 13 yards.
Mike Kudla that time got Vince Young just as he let that ball go. One-on-one coverage to the outside. Ohio State was spying inside with A.J. Hawk Nice route. Ball is thrown right on the sideline. And Brent, after Kudla hit him, just take a look at Brian Carter right there. He got up, smacked Kudla on the helmet, and said, nice try.
Being an accounting major means he'll get a job for sure when he leaves school. 12 to go. First down and 10. Vince Young throwing downfield, got an open man, and he has put it right in Billy Pittman's hands. Pittman has been his leading receiver here tonight, and he has found him again. 27 more yards for Pittman. Young has thrown for 229 yards here tonight.
Anybody doubting that this guy's just a runner now? He throws the ball wonderfully. He does not have to overstride. He's got great vision, and he's only going to get better and better and better as he throws more and more balls. He's a future superstar in any level.
It's almost as though Mack and the coaches have said, all right, Vince, let's go to work with the arm. They've tightened up on the legs. Let's see what we can do through the air here. End around, bad pitch by the freshman. Does he get on it? A dangerous play call when you've got a freshman running back like Jamal Charles making the second pitch here.
I watched practice Tuesday. The same thing happened. Dante Whitner was right in the middle of that play with a strong side blitz, and the same thing happened in practice. They fumbled the ball in the reverse on the same play.
You hate to take the ball out of Vince Young's hands, either running or throwing. When you do something like that, he's your best asset. He's your golden boy. Second down and 22 he faces now. Bad snap. Picks it up. Steps away from trouble. Hawk is there. Hawk is bringing him down. This kid is some football player, ladies and gentlemen.
He's a bigger, faster Chris Spielman. And watch on this blitz. They cross blitz again. In comes Hawk. He comes out. He senses the blitz. Now watch him try to wrap around and hit the ball. He tries to swing around and hit that ball. A.J. Hawk, what a game.
10 tackles and 2 sacks for number 47. Unbelievable football player. In high school, he was also a punter, and he averaged better than 40 yards a punt. Third and 23. 3 down linemen. Vince Young looking for an open man. Hawks closing in. Carpenter's right there. 47 and 42. We're shutting the window of opportunity. And it is 4th and 23.
You have to have linebackers to run like this to be able to stop Vince Young. If you don't have them, you don't have a chance. 47 right there. Watch him. He's the spy. He sees it and he runs. Watch him run. Here comes Bobby Carpenter up. He cleans it up. Even if it was a completed pass, it would have been short of the first down.
McGee hunting again. Fair catch. And there's a ball's on the ground. I thought they interfered with Ted Ginn, signaling the fair catch, running up, but it might have been his own man who caused it. They might have been working on the gunners, jammed it so hard. The crowd thinks that they interfered with Ginn and that the penalty should have been called. We have the advantage of taking a look in replay here. Ginn was coming up. This is no man.
Yep,
he ran into Everett over there. That was, and Everett saves the day if it touched him. Ohio State football. We've got a timeout.
This headline in a recent edition of USA Today tells it all about Ohio State's linebackers. They were eager. They've been eager. Look at their hair, Brent. They made a pact amongst themselves. Neither of the three have been to a barber since last year. They said they're not going to cut it till they win a national championship.
You can bring on by then.
Oh, wow. Look at those stats. I'll tell you. Tremendous by the 3 linebackers. They've had help up front, but they've been the story.
Justin Zwick returns as the Buckeye quarterback. Pittman, the ball carrier. Now, Santonio Holmes has the Buckeye touchdown catch, and we asked him about being productive in this Ohio State system.
The coaches look for me to, be a leader, and that's pretty much my role. No matter who comes in and takes over the spotlight, let those guys handle that, and keep, doing what you've been doing, being productive for the team.
And he has indeed been productive. Santonio Holmes out of South Florida came up here to Columbus and has enjoyed it tremendously, and he too has a big-time football future. Zwick looks right, comes back to the left now. Gonna fire. Santonio's got it. On cue at midfield. First down. At 17 yards. Zwick to Santonio Holmes.
Justin Zwick thought Teddy Kinn was going to run an out right here. Watch him as he gets his feet ready to throw an out route. It isn't there. He just goes long, so he has to switch to the other side. He goes all the way across the field. 3 guys coming in on him as he gets hit, and he finds Santonio Holmes. What a play by Justin Zwick.
A lot of quarterbacks don't look one way and throw the other. We saw some of that earlier today. Quarterbacks looking exactly where they were going to throw it every time. Now it's Pittman steps away. Got a chance here for a gain. Just short of the first down. Cedric Griffin, who has been all over the place for that Longhorn defense, starting his 32nd game up to make the first down saving tackle. And Pittman looks like he's just a little slow going back to that huddle. And we'll see if the coaches, they send Stan White Jr. in as the fullback. There's Pittman trying to shake it off now. He's right behind White. He couldn't get the first down. When the coaches see that, they'll wish they took him out and put another runner in. No question.
Absolutely. Texas was completely confused because Ohio State had unbalanced their line.
Now they're going to have to take him out.
Yep, he was limping badly, and that cost them an opportunity for a first down because there was a cutback there.
That's something that young football players have to learn. Many times in college, we see youngsters stay out there. In the NFL, when those fellas feel that, man, they're getting off right now because a fresh body is always better out there. Third down and 1.
Schnitger's in there.
Zwick straight ahead behind Mangold for the first down. So the center, Nick Mangold, 6'4", 290-pound senior, leads the way. We are live at the top of the hour from the Horseshoe. You look down on that scene, and this is our Pacific Life game summary. Texas broke to a 10-0 lead. But the Buckeyes regrouped. Troy Smith struck Santonio Holmes for a touchdown. A field goal, and we were deadlocked at 10. Then A.J. Hawk and the linebackers went to work on Vince Young. We've got a timeout, and we'll take a break. 7:27 over on the board. Ohio State leads Texas, but only by 6. College football on ABC Sports is brought to you by Singular, raising the bar. Allstate, are you in good hands? Dr. Pepper in your local Dr. Pepper bottler. Dr. Pepper, one taste and you get it. Lowe's, where you'll find all your home improvement needs. Lowe's, where improving home improvement never ends. First down and 10 for the Buckeyes. Zwick still the quarterback. Ball just across the Longhorn 40-yard line. Ohio State leading at 22-16. Zwick in a foot race, wants to set it. Gets it into the tight end's hands, and this time Hamby hangs on with Aaron Ross defending.
You can see right there the difference in starting position in this game as it allowed Ohio State. They have not been able to score touchdowns, but they've controlled the game with these turnovers and field position.
Our record crowd here in the Horseshoe. 105,565. Here's second down and 6. Zwick spreads the field. Gonzalez came over to the right. Under pressure, again, grabs it, stepped out of bounds, very close to the first down marker. Ken looks back. He thought he had it, but
he did. Yes, he did. You're right.
Back now, and the officials are going to take a closer look at this ball.
Boy,
where he stepped out over there.
Justin Zwick throws a nice ball. This one is right on the hands. When in doubt in a tight ball game, you got to dive forward and stretch that ball out. Looks like he got it.
Very close.
Looks like he got it. Yep.
Let's check in with Jack.
Well, Brent, Justin Zwick, many people thought when Troy Smith won that Michigan game, might have been relegated to the bench. His quarterback coach, Joe Daniels, thought he might transfer. In fact, Joe called him in the office and said, look, I'll help you to transfer if you think that's what you want. Justin told his coach, said, no, I'm really happy with what I'm doing. I got my friends here at Ohio State. I want to enjoy it. If it means sharing quarterback chores, so be it.
And he's doing just that here tonight. Jack with a first down. Zwick on the field. And they're banging Pittman behind the right side of that line. Labido and Michael Huff. And again, a reminder, regional coverage next week. The Hurricanes attempting to regroup, and they'll take on a Clemson team that has had a couple of big victories. San Diego State will come in here to Columbus and play these Buckeyes. Second down and 10 yards.
Got to be thinking, what is Jim Tressel thinking? One more field goal puts it more than an 8-point game. His kicker has been perfect. He's controlling it. He loves to play the kicking game.
Gotta hurry. Deflected, but right to Pittman.
Gee, oh my, oh my.
A completed pass, and Robinson, the big fella, just knocked it right to the running back.
40-inch vertical jump. This guy's been using it to do. Number 39 right there. And man on the line of scrimmage. Nobody blocks him. Pittman is supposed to block him. He goes up, he reads it. He had the tight end wide open to Justin Zwick. And Pittman, you have on a short pass play, if you're a running back, you have to attack the end man on the line of scrimmage just for that reason, and Pittman didn't do it.
If they're playing field position for the field goal, they'll throw it underneath and get as much as they can and send Houston out. They won't worry about the 14. Zwick deflected, incomplete. Here comes Houston, and this will be a long one.
Yeah, losing yardage on that play. That was a huge play by Brian Robinson that time, knocking down that play, because that took him out of field goal range. Almost.
A 50-yard attempt for Josh Houston. He's been perfect so far tonight. A 50-yarder on its way. No good. So it stays at 22-16. Now it's Vince Young's turn. Can he lead still another comeback in the teeth of this record crowd in Columbus, Ohio? Well, Josh Houston just missed a record 6th field goal for the Buckeyes. Mike Nugent hit 5 at North Carolina State. Bob Atha back in the 80s had 5. And now Vince Young coming out from the 33-yard line. Fakes the inside handoff. Fires. Diving, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag thrown. There is a penalty flag. Tyler Everett with coverage on the play.
You're allowed in college to jam a guy downfield, but not while the ball is in the air. Everett got a piece, and that ball was being thrown at the same time. That's the way I looked at it up here, at least.
Pass interference, defense. It'll be a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Let's see how much of a piece we got of him on this one. Tyler Everett coming down. Ball's in the air on the stutter right now, and he grabbed him. That's penalty. That stutter play, perfect call on first down that time by Greg Davis. That was a nice call.
Young and the Horns are near midfield. Crosses midfield. Out of bounds. Schlegel, the linebacker, forcing him out on that far side. Well, the peak antifreeze Indy race is tomorrow. Jack Arute will be taking off. Help out on that coverage. 1:30 Eastern right here on ABC. Danica Patrick had been running real well up there. We'll see how that turns out. 22-16, 4:47, second down and 6. They're coming. And Young had one-on-one throws incomplete. Taylor broke it off at about the 25-yard line, but there was heavy pressure on the Texas quarterback.
That time from the short side of the field, Ohio State brought the blitz. They started playing man-to-man coverage, and Taylor, a converted running back, did not read that play, and Vince Young just had to throw it away.
Here's third down and 6. Clock inside 5 minutes. Timeout has been called. The Longhorns will use their first here in the second half. Mack and the Horns offense will talk it over. We'll be right back. This is a tribute to the Ohio State linebackers. In that first drive, Vince Young ate up 52 yards. Since then, 14 rushes for only 17 yards. And they have repeatedly put on pressure. The defensive tackles have been twisting. The linebackers have been jumping in and out and moving around from position to position. Young has not been able to determine where they're always going to be. First down as he hits the freshman coming out of the backfield. And Charles, stumbling his way, has got it for the Longhorns. And Vince Young, the comeback kid, could be mounting another one here.
Yeah, so Vince has been forced out of his running game, but he's answered in the passing game. He has almost 240 yards throwing the ball against this Buckeye defense, and you may stop him in the run, but he's answered tonight that he can throw the ball when necessary.
The slot is off to Vince's right. The Buckeyes were coming, and Young trying to get outside. And a brilliant play by Whitner. Whitner was coming up and showed blitz, had a blocker on him, was able to get around and take Young down, who is slow getting up right now. Remember what we said at the top of this broadcast. The number of hits. Take a look at that jersey. Look at the punishment that he has received here tonight.
I wonder if he fell on the ball here or what. Whitner gets him low, and who gets him high? Is it Carpenter gets him high? Watch Whitner take him low. Carpenter cleans it up, forces him down, and gets him right on the back that time. I don't know if it's back or what, or left shoulder, but he got Bobby Carpenter never gave up on the play and got that extra hit. And that's exactly the punishment.
So Matt Nordgren's going to have to come in the game. The training staff is on the field, I believe, unless we had a timeout called. Yes, we have had a timeout called by Texas because of just that. So,
and with the timeout, he can enter back into the play.
Absolutely.
And I think to keep him on the field, that's an excellent timeout.
Do you think? Just in case. Nordgren is out of Dallas, Texas. He's thrown just a few passes. He's also the holder for the kicker. Out of the helmet with Carpenter.
What's tough
Part
for
of the trio of fabulous Ohio State linebackers.
What's going to make it tough for Ohio State is it's really 4-down territory right now. Unless it's third or fourth and very long and they take a field goal, if it's fourth and possible, they're going to go for it.
Only one timeout remaining for Young and the Horns. They trail it by 6. Second down and 9. 3 down linemen. They rush 5 out of it. He's got it. Can he get the first down? Let's see where they spotted. He was stepping out of bounds. He was close to it. Charles again. Lacey from the backfield.
Really surprised Ohio State is having trouble with this play. It's the same play they completed last time. Texas is keeping their tight end and fullback in. They're only sending 3 people out, and Ohio State has failed to cover the running back on both plays.
3rd down and 1. Charles stays in as the running back. Young always dangerous in 3rd and 1. Young driving forward. He might not have gotten it. There is a penalty flag. The line judge threw a flag. And the way Texas is applauding, that's going to go against the Buckeyes, and that'll give them a first down.
A.J. Hawk on the tackle for Ohio State.
You can see Mike Kudlow, number 57, is lined up off sides at the snap, and that was a pretty easy one.
3:44 and 1 timeout remaining. The Horns need a touchdown on an extra point. 316 of Texas' 340 yards. Twist for the rush. The freshman is thrown back. Carpenter was in on top of it, and David Patterson.
Schlegel was in there diving in on that play, taking on a blocker. All 3 of the linebackers. Patterson was in on it also. This Ohio State front 4 and the substitutes they've been bringing in have been playing some great football.
Late defensive substitution. Buckeyes send an extra defensive back, the nickel man, Mitchell, number 32, who has been playing nickel all night. They'll rush 3. Carpenter moves up into a gap. Now you back out. 2nd down and 9. Got a lot of time. Throws in zone. Cut! Touchdown, Texas! What a great play for the Horns. As Vince Young comes up with a 24-yard scoring pass to Limas Swede, the X-Man.
Nate Sally could not quite get there. It was right on the end line. The ball was perfectly thrown to the tallest receiver Texas has.
Now an extra point, and it doesn't get much bigger than this one. Pino right here.
And I think you're going to get a replay on this one.
We watched replay several times in the Michigan-Notre Dame game. You all know that they use it in the Big Ten. It's not a coach's challenge. Gary, let's
Nate
take a look.
Sally is the guy who doesn't quite get there. Watch this perfect throw. He just flicks it. Swede catches it.
1 foot down. Take another view.
He was definitely in. Did he bobble the ball? That's what they'll look for next.
No question he was in the end zone.
Yes. Catches it, bobbles it, comes down, and he's got it. At least in my opinion. Nice play by Swede. 1, 2, catches it, elbow comes down. I think it's pretty clear, but I think it's good that they checked it.
No question they should check this. This is such a huge play. It was exactly what they should do. Then they don't have a referee with a hood on over the sideline. Decision will be made upstairs. The official right there
look
had
at
a
that
view
official.
of it.
Look at that ball thing right there. Kept his eyes completely on the football and made the call.
And they will tell him on the field here as to what the decision. And again, it is the observer upstairs. We have Big Ten replay officials, even though we have Big 12 officials on the field. And for a few moments here tonight, and Trussell was told, along with Mac Brown, they couldn't find the pagers for the officials.
The play is confirmed as called.
Touchdown, Texas, now an extra point away from the lead.
The only interesting thing is, because of the review, in essence, it iced the kicker just a little bit. You're going to use a timeout. It's just an extra point.
If it was a 50-yard field goal, I might buy into that.
Maybe I'm flashing back to last week again.
That's true. Well, McGee missed the first 3.
They had 3 misses.
So here comes Pino. He took over the kicking here tonight. Matt Nordgren, the quarterback, will put it down.
2 blocks last week.
Schrader is the center. Got it. Texas leads it. 45 points scored here tonight. And Vince Young comes up with another big play. Swede makes a great catch, and Sally can't jar it loose. What a football. 2:37 to go, and I suppose if there's anything you might want to second guess, it's the fact that Jim Tressel went for a 50-yard field goal instead of perhaps a pooch punt to make it a little bit tougher for the Texas offense. Nevertheless, Jim Tressel now has a tougher choice to make. You fans out there, which quarterback would you put in right now to run the 2-minute drill here? Who would go out for the Ohio State Buckeyes? Gary, you get the first vote.
You know
here.
I like Justin Zwick, but I would go with Troy Smith in this instance, so I have one more weapon, the scramble.
They'll kick it low on the ground. Santonio on a big hop. To the 30, ball's loose. Ross has it. Ross has it. Unless it was whistled down. No signal.
This one was not whistled down.
Texas football. Now the replay official again will look at this upstairs. Did his knee hit the ground before the ball came free?
I thought his back hit the ground, but I don't know if the ball came free. See, I thought his back hit the ground and then the ball came free. He gets hit, turns, gets hits again, has the football, goes down, and the ball pops out.
If he was down, you think he was down, Gary?
Yes, I do. I think he was down. Let's see how good we are.
So again, the observer upstairs will run those replays back and forth, take another look at it. This is the first year that the Big 12 will also employ instant replay in their games. I think he might have asked for the spot right now.
Yeah, Troy Smith and Justin Zwick have their helmets on the sideline.
After review, the player was down. It will be Ohio State's ball. 1st and 10 from the...
And I think that in both instances, correct decisions were made. And that's what you ask of instant replay. Zwick. So it will be junior Justin Zwick from Massillon with 2:30 up on the scoreboard. Tressel figures that the bowl game, the first game, going through all those practices, that he might be able to handle the 2-minute drill here a little bit better. However, on 3rd and 1 or in the red zone, they might switch quickly back to Troy Smith, who's a little bit better runner. Now the Horns, they've identified who the quarterback is. Zwick in the shotgun. Takes off. Fumble, no question. Ball loose. Texas. Robson's got it to the 20-yard line. Drew Kelson knocked the ball free. There is a penalty flag. There probably is a celebration on that far side. That would be my guess. Brian Robinson, and now wait a minute. Mack is livid about something.
Justin Zwick, no one open on this play. starts to scramble.
That's their first sideline warning of the game. 1st and 10, Texas.
Much ado about nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Much ado about nothing.
It was a sideline. They came out on the field.
Right.
And, you know, and why not? This is just a huge, huge development of this football game. Wick gets it. Now watch him knock the ball out. Look at that. Kelson, who's been playing linebacker on the strong side, is a natural safety. He's one of those lighter linebackers that Mack wanted to employ. That is the Buckeyes' first turnover this game. Gary, it came at a horrendous time.
I know that I'm in the minority, but I like quarterbacks to hold the ball in their passing hand, because they never have it. They're not used to holding it in their left hand. I know a lot of people think they should switch. I don't.
Now Young and Charles go to work on the clock. The freshman picks up almost a dozen yards on that run. And the Horns are banging in again, up by 1 with 2:11 to go.
Brent, a touchdown by Texas would still give Ohio State a chance to tie the football game. If they do it, they have to have time on the clock to do it.
We've had great aerial shots tonight, courtesy of our friends at Outback Steakhouse, proud sponsor of the Outback Bowl. The Outback Steakhouse airship, the Bloomin' Onion, provides aerial coverage for sporting events across the country. Trussell checking that clock.
They can't let Texas just take a knee and win the game.
Charles. Carpenter up on the stop. So the Bucks will use a timeout here. Big smiles over there on the Texas sideline. The coaches relaxed. They think they've got this one well under control right now.
I got the feeling, though, that the coaches' smiles were forced, and Vince Young is a lot cooler than they are right now. He seems as relaxed as you can be. Great play by Robinson in this game, and Drew Kelson coming across and ripping that ball. What a play.
So with Gary Danielson and Jack Arute, I'm Brent Musburger. As good, if not better than advertised. Number 2 Texas and number 4 Ohio State. All night long. Texas once went out by 10 points. The Buckeyes battled back, took the lead, went out by 6. Horns hung in, kept digging in, and finally Vince Young fired a touchdown pass, and they're up by 1, 23-22. Now, after Ohio State's first turnover of the game, Young and the Horns are trying to close the deal in the first ever meeting between Ohio State and Texas. The rematch next year in Austin. I can hear folks scrambling for tickets already. If that one's nearly as good as this one, you're in for a great, great football game. Both of these teams deserve a lot of credit, no matter who wins this game here tonight. Vince Young crashes across the 5-yard line. A.J. Hawk in on top of him.
Ohio State takes their last timeout. Tressel's on the field.
Let's update the game plan, Gary.
Sure. Texas in this game wanted to stay balanced. I think Ohio State did a great job of that. They forced them into a passing game. Young answered. Yards after catch. Did Teddy Ginn or Santonio Holmes catch a short pass and do anything? No. Texas did a great job of that. 3 sacks on the Buckeye quarterbacks. The story of the game, though, Ohio State couldn't get it in the end zone when they were down there 3 times.
If I didn't know better, I would say that Ginn was another victim of that old cover jinx. What's that magazine I like to read every week?
Yeah,
but I won't say it because I like those fellows. Here's that touchdown strike moments ago. And then Zwick taking off as the ball knocked free. Robinson recovers it. And it is now inside the 5-yard line. A 3rd down coming up for Vince Young. These folks who traveled up Texas way they've been treated to a great evening of football, and so too have the Ohio State fans. Man, that party's about to begin, isn't it?
Which way will they run the quarterback draw on this one? It isn't going to leave his hands.
He's going to take it around the left side, short of the end zone.
Nice job. Early in their game, he might have dove out and tried to stretch that ball across, but in that instance, he covered up, got hit, got nailed, but he did not fumble the football. Ohio State can't stop it.
No matter what happens here in the next minute, Vince Young leaves a Heisman Trophy candidate.
Yeah, you bet he does.
There is no doubt about that, folks.
You would expect Vince to take one of those dives, but ball possession right now, when he looked up and saw Bobby Carpenter sitting right there, he said, I better make sure I don't fumble this one.
Hawk and Carpenter made a little sandwich. Of course, Carpenter is the one who uttered that quote. Our goal is when Vince Young leaves here, he won't be a candidate for the Heisman. Scratch that one goal. Game still on the line here with 29 seconds to go and everybody out of timeouts.
I agree with you 100%, though. That is not trash talking.
No,
that's football.
Absolutely.
That's what everybody's goal should be when they play against a Heisman Trophy guy.
I kind of chuckled at that and said, what the heck? That's exactly what Carpenter should think.
And for the most part, they've done their job.
And, you know, Carpenter will congratulate Young after the game. He will, you know.
And how close was that? How close was that field goal from 50 yards? What was it? A foot wide?
Just a foot wide.
A foot wide, and they don't have to gamble.
Remember, they lost about 4 yards in that series. That was when you go back and look at the yardage lost just before the Buckeyes missed that field goal, it has come down to a couple of feet here tonight. That's all that separated these two fine football teams. And as a fan, these are the kind of games we want. We don't give a gosh dang about January right now. We want some action.
Interesting strategy here. Will they go for it? I think they may just go for the touchdown. Because you don't want to give the ball back to Ohio State. There's the kick. That's how close this thing was for Ohio State icing it. What was that, a foot?
No more.
They're going to go for it. Good call by Mac Brown. They got the big guy in, too.
That's Henry Melton. Here comes Mac's truck. Option to him. He'll walk it in. Did he cross the plane? No signal down there. Melton wants it. They're conferring. Did he get the ball across the plane of the end zone?
I'll tell you, Melton slowed down there, trying to kind of hot dog the dive.
They say he didn't.
This will be reviewed, but I watch him slow down when he gets this ball. I'm surprised they pitch it to a freshman. He comes up. Now watch him kind of ease into it, gets ready to dive. Oh, he get that ball across. That ball is across that line. Is he outside the pylon?
That's the question. I don't know that it's conclusive here.
Lower your head. You're 275 pounds. Your Bodie hits him. He didn't even stretch the ball. That could be short.
I think he was outside the pylon.
That could be short. Holy cow, that's disappointing.
I think he's outside the pylon, and Troy Smith, it looks like, is going to trot out here for the last 25 seconds.
If that 276-pound guy can't run over Yabodi on that play.
If he can find his high school teammate from Cleveland's Glenville High School, can they get Teddy Ginn loose? Smith. There's the safety. There's the safety with 19 seconds to go. Aaron Harris takes Troy Smith down in the end zone.
Now we'll see an onside kick from Ohio State. You can see it right in the middle right there. Comes in, he's spying on Troy Smith. Good job. He sees it. He sees Troy Smith's not going to scramble, so he accelerates as the spy guy and gets the safety. You're in the end zone. Nobody really to throw to. You got to let it go there. You just got to throw it up and hope for something. Troy tries to go up and too quick. Aaron Harris just too quick for him, number 2.
25-22. 3-point Texas lead. The one thing Mack and the Horns don't want to do, of course, is put it in the hands of a dangerous return man. But 19 seconds remaining.
Well, they'll
try to kick it down low on the ground. They've used that.
They'll receive the ball here after the safety.
That's right. What am I thinking of? Safety, of course.
Ohio State will try the onside kick and try to get the ball back.
Got to first get the ball, then we find get.
A lot of stuff has happened in this football game.
He's got it set on that tee to do just that. High hop, down goes the Horns at the 32-yard line there. So now without any timeouts, Vince Young, and just simply run out the clock, and Texas will go back home with a hard-fought, well-deserved victory against a very game Ohio State team that now will regroup. Now let me take you through we've had 7 years of BCS Bowls, I believe. That means we've had 14 teams play for the championship. 5 of them have reached the title game with 1 loss. Ohio State's not completely out of it, but their chances are less than 50%. Meanwhile, the Horns are soaring. And the big question now remains, can they get past Oklahoma and run the table this year and go back to the Rose Bowl? What a great football game. Mack Brown is telling Jim Tressel just that.
Gave Vince Young one too many chances.
Yes, they did. I really wonder if Jim would...
he would not throw the ball down there when he was in field goal range. I'm telling you, I thought they were just going to kick the field goal.
Let's check in with Jack with a very happy Mack Brown.
We're going to bring Mack over to his superstar and get both of them. Mack, come on over here. All right, tell me about this guy.
I think he's the best player in the country at his position, or maybe any position, because he competes. He doesn't get down when something bad happens, and he just continues to play till we win.
Vince, can you categorize this win? Can you tell me where it fits in all of your accomplishments?
Man, this is the place that we want to be as a team overall, man. We went out here and fought. The fans stayed with us, and coaches did a great job getting us prepared this week.
Now, you went down, and it looked like it was maybe an injury. What happened to you?
A little head injury. I got a little dizzy a little bit. Coach, at least we had some good timeouts to take one and got myself back and back in the game and make some plays.
Mackey got dizzy. Maybe you need to get him dizzy more often.
He stays dizzy, but I like it that way. And thank goodness the coaches saved the timeout so we could let him have a breather. And what a competitor.
Congratulations to both of you.
Thank you very much.
Vince Young and the Texas Longhorns win a historic showdown with the Ohio State Buckeyes. And A.J. Hawk and Vince Young, 2 of our brilliant stars here tonight. They'll be the Chevrolet players of the game, and in recognition of their effort, Chevrolet makes a $1,000 contribution to each university's general scholarship fund. So many people to thank for this great broadcast. The executive producer, Mike Pearl, the senior producer at ABC, Bob Toms, the coordinating producer, Bob Goodrich, who produced tonight's game. Directed by Steve Bime. The TD was Randy Hargrove, the associate producer, Will O'Toole, our associate director, Brian Fay, and the PAs, Dan Barr and Julie Norman, the production manager, Kevin Windling, and our technical manager, Mark Towie. On the computer stats, Craig Rothberg. Up here, George Hill, the spotter, Brian Mobilson, the score bug operator, Jason Polstein. And we'd like to also thank the SIDs, John Bianco at the University of Texas and Steve Snap from Ohio State University. We want to thank you for everything, and especially we want to thank these players from these 2 schools. What a night of college football they gave us. ABC Sports is online now at ESPN.com. Search ABC Sports. And a reminder, the NFL heats up. So Monday night, join Al and John when the Eagles take on the Falcons at 9 Eastern on ABC. Again, our final score on a classic, 25-22. Texas wins it. This has been a presentation of ABC Sports Championship Television. For Jack Arute, Gary Danielson, and our entire ABC gang, I'm Brent Musburger. So long, everybody.